some of the old failings that have been put to bed for the last few weeks really re-emerged today, didn't they?
Yeah, you can't get away from that, Stu. Sort of generally overall sort of sums us up really. At our maximum, whether individually or team, we're okay. I thought the first 35 minutes we should be 3-0 up. 3 glorious chances. What does that do to affect the team? What does that do to Burnley? We understand. Listen, everybody plays a different way, and understand how Burnley, it's risk and reward, and it opens up, and they have the extra man for the goalkeeper that steps in. So we knew that they'd have possession of the ball, but games aren't decided on possession of the ball. But when we have them opportunities to score, we have to score. We have to score because this is the Premier League. You can't afford not to. So for 3 big chances for 35 minutes. And I suppose even when you're coming in at half time at 0-0, you go, listen, shape's good, everything's good. Defending the way that you've defended for 35 minutes. Didn't feel they really opened us up. And then you'll create opportunities going forward. And then I'm coming in and saying a different thing because, the 2 goals sort of epitomise where we have been. Individual errors, 1 mistake, 2 mistakes. Nobody goes 1 mistake, pulls somebody out with a rectifying situation or does something to stop that. First goal deflection, second goal obviously a mix-up, and then we're coming at half-time and I imagine Vinny's going, how the hell are we 2-0 up here? And I'm going, how the hell are we 2-0 down here? Second goal, next goal is a big goal for both teams. We came flying out the traps. We get ourselves back into it. We basically should go 2-2, 3-2. We don't, and then yet again, counter-attack, poor bit of defending, 1 mistake, 1 mistake, 2 mistakes, 3 mistakes, goal, pinning the balloon of everybody around the place, which I totally understand. And then yet again, from a leadership point of view, nobody dragging ourselves in to say, right, it's 3-1, but we have to reset and go again like we did at half time. There's still half an hour, but the fourth goes in, and it's game, set and match, and then it's pretty comfortable last 20 minutes for Burnley and Vinny.
And I guess the timings of the goals as well. The second one straight in the back of the first, and then the third one on the back of Gus's as well. It seems a real problem for this team to just.
It is. When we're not right, we're nearly there. At times we get there, but majority of times we're nearly there. We can't expect to be 35, 15 minutes. No applause or sort of well done for the last 15 to 20 minutes. The game was done. They'd done enough to win the game. But I look round when it goes a little bit, when the temperature goes up a little bit. I look round on that pitch, and there isn't really many that are really stepping forward in those big moments to drag their team through it. So that is something obviously that every team has. Every team has and every team needs. When you go through those moments, when you're suffering, then you need to stick together. But all of a sudden, like I says, we implode and we go quickly 1-2 and 3-4. And that just kills us and doesn't give us a chance.
Did it take you by surprise? Because obviously we've seen it quite a lot earlier this year, but since the Arsenal game, there seemed to be a bit more solidity, a bit more of that leadership around this group.
Yeah, I mean, from tactical point of view, the shape allowed us to sit in and play the way we did and to create those 3 big chances, and even the first 15 minutes of the second half. It's difficult because when they get the tails up, they all want the ball and get on it. When something goes the other way, I suppose the biggest thing is the key to that, and the answer to that is that don't make mistakes that get punished, and which we do. The deflection, the first one, is there a big save in there? The second one, the third one, and the fourth one. We'll look at that from our point of view as some really poor goals in a season, and a catalogue of really poor goals.
And a bit of stick for individual players as well. I mean, what did you make of that?
You got to get on with it. I didn't see anybody have a go at Jayden Bogle. I didn't see anybody have a go at Ollie Arblaster.
So, obviously, you've been here before. How do you lift them from here? Do you put the onus on them it's up to you to lift yourselves?
Well, we'll help them, and we'll prepare. We'll be in it early, and we'll leave late, and we'll give them the information and the tactical stuff that we did today, because I still don't think, listen, I maybe look at the Arsenal game and go, should we have gone with a 4? But we went with a 4 against Liverpool and did okay. We opened ourselves up against them, so there'll always be a huge reflection from a tactical point of view and a coaching point of view and the management point of view on sort of how we set up. But listen, I'm not trying to deflate, but that game weren't decided from a tactical point of view. It's decided basically what happened in both boxes, and obviously what happened when they smelt blood and were big enough and strong enough to deal with it, and when we were under the pump, we went under and wanted to get out of the place. That can't be the case. That can't be the case from the players' point of view. They can't just want the whistle to go. And I think it was. I won't name names, but I think there was a few players out there that wanted to get out of there pretty quickly after the 4th went in, which you can't have. You just can't have, and we can't have. I can't have. I can't accept it. It's a difficult situation because the lack of players that we've got in, we can't really do anything about it from that point of view. But I think there was a few that wanted to get out of there pretty quickly, and that can't happen. It's a powerful league. It's been too powerful for us all season. We've shown glimpses, we've shown bits and pieces, we've shown, like you said, 15 minutes just after half time. We 35 minutes first half. We've done that for quite a lot of the games that I've been here as well. Away at Bournemouth, away, Villa, away to Luton, West Ham, Fulham, even Liverpool. We've shown moments, but moments and nearly and not enough. And the division is too powerful for us individually and collectively as a group.
In the longer term, then, in terms of the summer, do you just have to clear out all of these characters? Is that feasible? So many?
Yes, we'll try. I have to make some big decisions. So yeah, there'll be players that we have to make decisions on. There'll be out of contract players. I think everybody realises that there's always need for a rebuild. I think it's been a real difficult season. I totally understand that, understanding the timings and stuff as well at the start, and how difficult that wasn't ideal for anybody, management or even higher than management. So it's been difficult. So yeah. There won't be personal decisions. It won't be about personalities. It'll be about what's best for this brilliant football club that at the moment is going through some pain, and we all are. But as I keep saying, and it's quite difficult for me to say this, there will be better times, and I will, with the help of the coaches and everybody that we need to lean on to make us go again, which we will do. I think we all realise that there'd be, unless that when that red line comes and we're under it, but I think we all understand the situation, and I'm not being defeatist. I'm just being a realist that the season really is gone. We still have to. We have an obligation to our supporters. We have an obligation to the league and to be as competitive as we possibly can. So we'll look at that as well. But we'll get it right, and we'll have people that want to be here. We'll have people that want to run around and want to be involved when the going gets tough, and want to be part of it when we're going well. So that's what a proper football footballer looks like, and a proper team looks like. So we have to understand that, and in the meantime, we have to do our best to make this as painless as possible, because at the moment it is pain going through every part of the football club, most importantly the supporters.
And how difficult is that when that's the most you can strive for in the next 5 games, to just make it as painless as possible?
Well, we have to give our best. We can't turn it in. We certainly won't, and the supporters won't. So the players, and it isn't them and us. I'm not. We have to take responsibility for everything as well. So I have to put players on the pitch that I believe are going to absolutely go for it and leave everything out there. So that's my decision. It's been pretty, as you can imagine, it's been pretty difficult this season, with the selection issue and the availability issue, and you yearn for an Egan, you yearn for a Robinson in those situations, you yearn for a couple of those other players that have not been available, but they're not, so we have to, and people will come through it. Like I just said, Bogle will come through it and be a better player. Blaster will come through it through the experience. But like I said, going back to the other decision, the decisions you make, I've got absolutely no issue in making decisions that are right for this football club.